Akabo, Wa'akatu. This is Daku, your DC area Black Power and Black Supremacy representative. And this morning, I want to talk to you about how overindulgence affects the people of the planet Earth. Alright? Many of us believe that we're good Christians, we're good Muslims, we're good law-abiding citizens. So in essence, we're good people. We're educated, we go to church, we go to work every day, we pay our taxes. We are really good people. But in an effort to try to, or continue to try to pull the wool from over your eyes, I want to show you how your individual overindulgence really does affect negatively the people of the planet Earth. Now, we shared with you how white power and racism, white supremacy, differs from black power and black supremacy. White power, racism, white supremacy is based on destruction. It's based on exploitation and overindulgence. Black power and black supremacy is based on harmony. Now, we're living under a system of white power and racism, white supremacy. So therefore, we are guilty of, for the most part, of overindulgence. What I have here today, folks, is a table. And on the table, I have some coins. Now, before I get started, I got to remind you that the Akawu reminds us to make it plain and keep it simple. In an effort to make it plain and keep it simple, I want to show you how our overindulgence affects the other people of the world. On this table, we have some pennies. Okay? The pennies, if you can see them, represent the people of the planet Earth. Alright? They represent the people of the planet Earth. The silver coins represent, and I don't have that many, y'all, so you got to use your imagination. They represent the natural resources of the planet Earth. Alright? Now we're going to show you how overindulgence is going to affect all these people from the different parts of the planet Earth. Alright? The way it's divvied up now, for the most part, all peoples of the planet Earth have some natural resources. I know Europe has very few, but they have some resources too. Alright? Now, we're going to show you how this group in North America, they have resources. But in order to be comfortable, in order to indulge in comforts that they want their people to enjoy so that they can become rich and maintain their wealth, they have to then figure out what other resources we can have. You got resources to the south. There you go. How do we get those resources? This is what white power, white supremacy does. It's simply get them out the way. We don't care what they do. They can fall off in the ocean. Who cares? We need their resources. Actually, we need some of them here to work to get the resources, to send the resources up. Alright? So we sent those resources up. Boom. So now we have more people down here, fewer resources. Maybe we'll send a couple more, one more resource up. Alright. Okay. Let's see where else we can find some resources. Oh, Mother Africa. Great. They have a bunch of resources. Let's see how many resources we can move either to Europe or, let's get these people out the way. They're in the way, y'all. Over to America. And some of them got to go over to China too. So get them over there. Alright. And China has more people, y'all. So let's put some more people over in China. A whole bunch of people in China. Alright. So, yeah, Africa did have a whole rack of resources, which they still have. But bear with me. This is a shoddy example here. But I wanted to give you a visual. Okay, where else can we get some resources? Here goes some more people. In South Asia, they have a bunch of resources. So some go up to China and Japan. Some go over here to Europe. Some are going to go over to America. Okay. Now, don't know if you remember where we started out, but when we started this conversation, Asia had quite a bit of resources. Southern Asia, quite a bit of resources. Africa had quite a bit of resources. Look at the resources now. South America had some resources. Europe had little resources. America had few resources. Okay? But now, looking at America, you have few people controlling the majority of the resources of the world. Europe, few people controlling the majority of the resources of the world. Okay, China has a lot of people, but they also have many of the resources of the world. China and Japan. So there you have it. This is how your overindulgent ways affect your neighbors. You are not being good people when you are overindulgent. You are not being good citizens of the earth. You're not being a good moral person simply because you mind your own business and get more and more and more. As we said before, white power, racism, white supremacy is based on destruction, exploitation, and overindulgence. And because you're living under the system of racism, white supremacy, you also live according to the principle of overindulgence. Yes, and exploitation as well as destruction. So you're in black skin practicing white power, racism, white supremacy. We're just trying to pull the wool from over your eyes, folks. This has been Daku Akabo Wa Akatu, Black Power and Black Supremacy.